Guys, this past weekend was the grand opening for Area RC. It was absolutely amazing. But one of the two things we do here at Area RC is mini crawling. We do mini Z's and mini crawling. And it was a no-brainer. There was a truck I had to bring in for one particular reason, and we're gonna test it today. Boom. What is up, guys? My name is Mark Santamaria. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RC vlog. That's right, guys. We are going to do a review on the Redcat Ascent 18. This is the brush version. And the reason why I'm so intrigued with this version is it's only 120 bucks. Compared to its competition, the TRX4M, 160 bucks. I believe the XCX24 is the same price. The brushless ones are obviously way north of that. This one is kind of in a league of its own at 120 bucks. So we're gonna see how good it is, and we're gonna put it through the ringer. And when I say put it through the ringer, I'm actually gonna let people demo it here. People are gonna drive it. And the people who drive the rental cars, needless to say, they're not the nicest to them. Not because they're trying to break them, but they're not RC enthusiasts, so they drive them like they know how to drive RC cars, which is they just pull the throttle really hard. But nonetheless, let's take a look at these box panels really quick. On the front, it has a beautiful blue colorway. Now, I think it comes in 4 different colors. And it says 18 scale brush electric 4-wheel drive rock crawler, 750 milliamp LiPo battery, 4 kilogram Metal Gear servo. That's nice. Comes with a Metal Gear servo for only 120 bucks. Clipless body mount. That helps. 18 scale 4-wheel drive brush, 2.4 gigs. That's pretty standard. On the top, it has a silver colorway. High clearance portal axles. Also has portal axles and ball bearings throughout. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's actually really good because there's some other cars that are more expensive that don't come with ball bearings. Interesting, but that also might mean that it might not be waterproof, but we'll find out here in a second. On the back, it has the red colorway with a shot from the front, the back, the top, and the side. It's a good looking truck. The wheelbase looks a little long for the scale of the truck. Like it doesn't look very scale because the wheelbase is essentially at the very front and the very back. Now with that said, that probably makes it a really, really good crawler because the exit angle looks like it's almost non-existent, and also the approach angle. See side panel for body color included in box. We're not gonna go to that panel yet because I'm a little bitter about that, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about here in a second. Included in the box is an 18 scale brush rock crawler, 2.4 gig radio, 2S LiPo battery, so it does come with LiPo battery and charger. All you need are 4 AA's, which we have that, Redcat. And then on the side, okay, I'm gonna say it. You guys already know, there's 4 different colors, graphite, red, blue, and pink. I didn't get a pink one. I couldn't get the pink one. It's kind of lame. I kind of wanted the pink one, but the blue is actually really cool too because it's like a baby blue or a metallic blue. And then it says designed in Arizona. I don't know why I didn't get the pink. I guess it just wasn't available. But obviously the color, actually I take that back. I was gonna say the color doesn't affect performance, but I've already explained that white wheels are faster than yellow wheels, so we won't go there. But on the bottom, there's nothing, and that's all the box panels. Let's take this thing out of the box. You know what, guys? I love New Car Day. That actually reminds me, I need to get a sign for Area RC that says it's New Car Day. Ooh, okay, all right. It has a registration sticker on it. That's pretty cool. Come on. Oh, it's all right here. Nicely packaged. Let's see if I can cut this off here. There we go. I like this blue. I mean, I probably don't like it as much as the pink, but that blue looks good. Look at that wheelbase. Look how long it is. The white wheels look good, and it's actually a lot heavier than I thought it would be. I thought it was gonna be kind of light like the SCX24. Whoa, oh, this remote's good. I think this is a FlySky remote. It looks like a FlySky remote. It's a nice remote though, for sure. This looks like it's gonna be a crawling machine. And when I say a crawling machine, it looks like it's purpose built for crawling. It doesn't look like it's built for a trail truck. Lots of plastic on it, but for 120 bucks, you really can't beat it. And other trucks are plastic and they last just fine. Look at that beauty. That thing looks good, guys. I love the white wheels. And that body looks so freaking cool. Okay, in regards to what it comes with, it does come with your battery charger, USB charger, and it charges what looks like out of, come on, focus, the balance plug, which is nice. That means you can use your actual charger, your charger for other things to charge this battery. It does come with your quick start guide, some stickers. This looks like the stickers to make the fender wells black. Actually, we'll probably add those because that doesn't look that hard to add, and I bet you it would make it look a lot cooler. And then some numbers, and then also some plastic pieces. This looks like the pieces to make it where it can mount another body so you don't use a clipless body. That's really nice, just in case you want to add your own body. Here's the truck, and then your remote. Again, I think this looks like a FlySky remote, but this remote is actually nice. It feels good in the hand. Now, it doesn't have a foam, which kind of stinks, but the aesthetics of this remote isn't bad at all. You can flip this thing up here, and then it looks like it has your steering trim, throttle trim, and steer rate. Taking a closer look at the truck. Look at how long the wheelbase is. The wheels, the rear wheels literally stick out from the back of the truck. Not super scale, but I bet you it's gonna be a performing beast. Let's figure out how to take this body off. It's supposed to be a clipless body. Oh, here we go. We got a little latch back here. We'll turn this little latch, and then this comes up. Oh, hold on a second. Does it detach from the front? I don't think it detached from the front. That's actually pretty cool though. You don't ever have to worry about losing your body clips. That motor is actually a pretty good sized motor. I'm pretty sure that motor's bigger than most mini crawlers I've seen. Not bad at all. Looks like a 2-in-1 ESC and receiver. And then your battery, 750 milliamps, has a JST connector. Let's get this thing charged up. Oh, never mind. You can take the body off. I thought it was screwed in on the front. Basically, it has this little lip here, and that lip goes right there, and you can take the body off. So to put the body back on, sorry, I'm doing this one-handed, you would just slide it on from the front and then hook it up on the back. So the body design actually isn't bad at all. There's the front latch, and then there's the rear latch. And then here is the truck. It has some, looks like some dirt guards or some mud guards. It also has a cover right here. Not sure what that's for. Maybe you can mount a different ESC, but it gives you some options. Now the axles look pretty beefy. They are portal axles, but everything on the bottom is plastic, including the steering. Now this is a Metal Gear servo, so that's good, but doesn't look bad at all. Although it's all plastic, you really don't need metal. Again, these are small trucks. They're not gonna take too much of a beating. Look at the shocks. It has just the smaller springs on the bottom. Now, one thing I notice is it does have spring retainers on the bottom. Hopefully you don't lose those. The suspension feels good. Articulation, not too shabby for an RTR. I'm excited, guys. I want to drive this thing. Look at that motor. Is that motor bigger? It does look bigger than most mini crawlers to me. Maybe that's just me. You guys tell me in the comments. Is that motor bigger than most mini crawlers? All right, guys. First things first. Let's see how fast she is. That's actually not too bad. Whoa, it's got a lot of torque. Look, it's like torque twisting. Look at that. And so it looks like it has it's already set up in crawl mode where when you let off the throttle, actually it goes instantly into brake also. When you let off the throttle, it's full brake, and then as soon as you go brake, it goes brake. Let me trim the steering out a little bit. Oh yeah. All right, so the speed's not awful. Now, I think it's too slow for you to walk behind and take on the trail, but this is a mini crawler. It shouldn't be fast anyways. But it's not awful. Feels very torquey. Not too shabby. All right, let's take it to the mountain. Whoa! All right. We're at the obstacles now. We'll see how she does on the rope bridge first. Oops, I didn't even hit that. Now, I feel like it's wider than most crawlers. It might be too wide for the rope bridge here. Maybe not. We'll find out. Oh no, it's perfect. Good throttle control. Now I can tell that it maybe could be, uh-oh, no! All right, take two. Oh my God, Milo's about to attack this thing. Please don't attack the crawler, Mai. It could maybe use lower range gears, but for the most part, you still have good control. It still has a nice throttle curve. Milo's about to attack this thing. Hey, it's all right, bud. It's not gonna get you. And this should have been easy. I just wasn't paying attention. I came off the side, but oh yeah, takes care of the rope bridge, no problem. We're gonna rip through the stump field really quick just to see how she does through the stump field. I don't have any simulated sand in the sand pit because a lot of kids were using the crawlers and those little BBs can get everywhere. So there it is. This is kind of the lowest speed I can go, but because I did mention that I think it could use lower gears, and this is why right here. I feel like I got to give it a little bit more throttle when it kind of moves forward. I think it's a good mix of speed and torque though, but you can see it's not as smooth when it comes to the low speed control. Now it's not bad. It's just not great. Like some of the FOC crawlers or like the other trucks with low range gears. It's not bad though. So this back piece, I can't do with any crawler, so we're not even gonna try to do it. Let's go ahead and try to tackle the old teeter-totter. I can barely see it. Oh, yeah, teeter-totter should be no problem. Yeah, there's nothing hard about teeter-totter. All right, on to Mount Diesel. All right, on to Mount Diesel here. This should be no problem, I'm assuming. I'm curious to see how it handles The corners, usually crawlers have problems right here, just traction problems, so we're just gonna catch a little bit of speed. No problem there. Going on up here, these corners are tight, so like on the TRX4M, I do have to go back and forth a lot, but I can tackle it, no problem. This should be, oh yeah, no problem at all. Now, this isn't the best angle for this, but should be good. Oh, there you go. Very, very nice. That was easy. Oh, so most crawlers, if you do that, it will flip forward. It's not top heavy at all. It actually crawls really, really well. No problems with the clearance at all, needless to say. The approach angle or the exit angle clearance. The articulation station, very, very nice. I love that section. It is just so cool. Well, I could have probably went wider there and I didn't, but actually I probably will back up and then go a little bit wider because, there we go. There we go. If I do this whole thing without falling off, that's actually pretty impressive. Now this is the hardest part, the staircase. Oh, almost fell off. Probably could be at a better angle here, but I can't see the other side, but we're going for it anyways. There we go. Oh, it's making that, oh my goodness. That actually does, oh! I got freaking cocky. I thought I could just rip it down and it just take that whole spiral staircase. It wasn't that good, but it was good. I went maybe like oh God, that's too high on the back. It's gonna drop down. That is not a good, I have to successfully do this spiral staircase because it did it really well. This spiral staircase is actually the hardest part. You gotta go a little bit wide here and then just kind of do some pivoting here back and forth. But the problem with that last one was I had my rear tire a little too high. See how high that rear tire is? I don't want that rear tire that high. Oh my goodness, now I can't do it. All right, we're gonna give it one more try because I'm stubborn and hard-headed, but it shouldn't be that hard. See, the problem is that rear tire. All right, I'm done. All right, that was not because of the truck. I thought the truck handled the spiral staircase really well. That was because I'm not that great of a rock crawling driver, but here we go. Up top. I don't have a camera guy with me, so we're gonna have to do it FPV. Someone mentioned FPV is on the car. You're right, I meant FPV for the driver. We should be able to do this pretty quick. This is actually a lot harder than it looks because when you go directly under the car, the directions switch. So left goes to right and right goes to left. This part is surprisingly harder than you would expect, but looks like it's handling it just fine. All right, that's not bad. I actually like the turning radius on this thing also. It's not bad at all. Golly, I have my shoes off because I was walking on the Mini Z track. All right, going on up. Not too shabby. Yeah, if I have any complaint with this thing so far, other than the wheelbase being so long compared to the scale of the truck, I would say I would like maybe, actually out of the box, it's fine how it is, but I would like a low range gear option. The invisible bridge here, this part's pretty easy. Just gotta make sure you don't fall off the side. All right, let's see. So this part is actually pretty difficult. I am not sure if I'll be able to make this, but we're gonna try. See, because it's a little narrow. So you gotta be really precise. Oh my goodness. That was a massive fall. It took it though, it took it like a champ. Okay, we're not gonna do that spot because I need to widen that, I think. I think it's a little too narrow. But we are gonna try the $1 Million Bridge one time, just to see if I can do it. This car might be easier. Guys, that fall just caused me not to have throttle. Checking motor wires look fine. They didn't get pinched. Let me see if I can unplug the motor and plug it back in maybe. No, I got no freaking throttle. Oh man. Maybe it's the remote, maybe we could turn the remote off. Well, that's how this review ends, with a broken car. I'm gonna have to do some more troubleshooting on this thing, but I have no throttle whatsoever. So something, when it fell, something went bad. Lame!